Hey everyone, how's it going? I've just been sitting here doing a lot of thinking and a lot of talking to my wife. I'm actually probably driving her a little bit crazy because I'm just going on and
You
on.
didn't drive me crazy.
I know, I'm just joking. But I have been doing a lot of thinking about just stuff and talking to my wife about it, and she said, why not make a vlog of it? And I'm like, interesting thought. Maybe I will. So here I am filming a vlog about some of my thoughts and philosophies, I guess you could say. But, anyways, what I wanted to talk about is, and what I've been doing a lot of thinking about, is how the parkour community can affect and change the entire world. Now that sounds kind of huge. Like, how does something as small and simple as parkour change the world? And for me, it basically comes down to connections and understanding. Because the way I see it, the whole world, there's a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of judgmental situations where people just refuse to be open minded to other people's ideas and backgrounds and things like that. And a lot of that just comes from the way we're brought up in society and our cultures and different things like that. And not that there's anything wrong with different cultures and different beliefs in general, but it's when it causes contention between different people, harm between different people, it becomes a problem. It leads to wars. It leads to not understanding people and judging them and just having these ill feelings. And it's being able to see the world in a transparent way, to see different cultures and understand them, that we can begin to be less critical and more loving and accepting of all these different things. And this is where parkour, I've seen, comes into the mix. Because to do parkour itself, you almost have to have a different mind frame, because doing parkour is not a societal norm. You're jumping on walls that aren't meant to be jumped on. You're doing things in front of people that will probably think you're weird. And so you also have to not be worried about what people think of you. And so there's a certain mindset when doing parkour that you're breaking these certain societal norms that aren't breaking actual laws or doing things that are actually bad or harmful to society. And so then when you get people with this type of thinking together in a group, in communities, in parkour jams, we come together and we can connect, we can relate to each other. And this is transcending all cultures, race, religions. It doesn't matter what background people have. When we come together to practice parkour, we're communicating with each other through our movement. We're communicating with each other through our actions and through our thoughts. And it's that type of mentality, that acceptance, that allows us to accept each other, to become friends with each other instantly, even though we've only known each other for a couple minutes. And that's what I think is so awesome with the parkour community, is that I've seen these connections. Everywhere I go, I see people traveling all over the place to meet with the local parkour communities, to train with them and connect with them in this way that I've only seen in the parkour community. And not that there's other communities out there like that, but I've seen it very prevalent in the parkour community. This ability to immediately be friends, to just be not judgmental of each other and overcome these different boundaries. And so when I see that, just these small ways that people interact with each other in the community, I think is a positive example to the world on a whole. Just imagine it, if the whole world could relate to each other, if different countries could relate to each other, even with its different cultures and ways of thinking, the same way that parkour athletes come together and relate to each other with all of their differences. Imagine if the world was like that. Think of what it would be like. It would probably be a more peaceful place. There would probably be more caring and loving people. We would care about people in other parts of the world more. We would think about these things and ultimately be united in our way of thinking, as far as all of us being brothers and sisters are. We're all humans, we're all people, and we all need to have compassion for these people. And the way I see it, as long as we're not doing things that are harmful to other people, then it doesn't matter what other people's beliefs are, what they think, where they came from, what their culture is. If we can just learn to accept each other and love each other, that's what's going to unite us, and that's what's going to make this world an awesome place. And it all starts small. It all starts with you. It starts with you being able to be friends with people around you. It's easy in the parkour community to make those connections, but we can make those same connections with anybody. You talk to anybody on the street anywhere in the world, and I guarantee if you spent enough time talking, you could find something you can relate on. And it's those relations, those connections that can unite the world, like I've mentioned multiple times. And I know I'm talking on a huge scale. There's tons of people already out there much smarter than me trying to change the world and trying to do these things. And I'm not saying I have the capacity to change the world and do this, but I am seeing the potential within the parkour community, and I'm extremely grateful to have the opportunity to be a part of this community, to, in a way, share this community with the world through my YouTube videos. It's through this technology that we now have that we can connect with each other, connect with people all around the world in ways people have never have in all of history. In the past, the only way to visit other cultures and to understand other people was to physically travel there. And although people are able to do that today, it still takes a lot of time, and there's so many places you can visit in so much time. But with the internet and with this technology, it allows us to instantly visit these places and to see these people and understand where they're coming from, hear their experiences, and ultimately enlighten us, our understanding of these people, of people with differences, and realize that they're not so different. They're humans like us. They have weaknesses, they have strengths, and we can all connect through this technology that's available to us. And it's because of this technology that the parkour community has been able to become a world community where people can travel from one country to another and instantly have a place to stay because they know what the parkour community is like and what people are like in it. And so it's just, I get super stoked thinking about this stuff because I can see the potential we have to change the world. It just requires enlightenment and understanding and compassion. And the parkour community is a great place to foster that, to spread that way of thinking, and to unite the world as a whole. And that's my dream. That's my dream, is to see the world become a more peaceful and wonderful place to live in, and that we can all be friends. So yeah, those are basically my thoughts and the things I've been thinking. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, your opinions on this type of concept and subject, because it's these types of ideas and exchange of ideas that will help us find the answer to improving our lives and our societies and communities, and ultimately the world. So, look forward to hearing from you.